Keto under 20, it's the way we roll. Hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. Under 20, well under 20 today. I'm having I'm having my one meal a day, my 2 bulletproof coffees, and my one meal will be 100 grams of baby arugula. This is the brand that I buy of the watercress, and actually something on Dr. Oz I've actually believed. And so this watercress I've been buying now for a couple of months since I saw it on Dr. Oz, and it is definitely a powerhouse. And it has as dense nutrients in it as kale. And when you get it, you will see the back. This is all the minerals and vitamins that are in it. It is a fabulous addition to my life. So I got the arugula yesterday, and it doesn't list, its ingredient list is not as long as the watercress, but so I'm having 100 grams of this with an ounce and a half of, actually it's Whole Foods 365 feta cheese today, and an ounce and a half of my macadamia nut organic EVU oil combo, and 7 grams of raw almonds slivered that have been sauteed in butter. That is my salad. My sides are 4 ounces of drumettes that I air chilled, no added, blah, 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 blah. I cooked in coconut oil, and 75 grams of Good Culture organic plain cottage cheese with the other 7 grams of almonds on it, 40 grams of sauteed organic green beans with a few almonds thrown on it too. It's going to be a delightful OMAD. And that's how I'm rolling today. So I'm very, very excited because I love my food. I'm not obsessed with it after she lists all the things and everything. But yeah, so those 2 finds, the baby arugula and the baby watercress, I love. And they make my big salad, sometimes a big A salad every day, that much more fun. And I thought I'd show you a couple of other products that I use all the time because I get a lot of questions about it. This is the macadamia nut oil that I buy. I don't know if Amazon has it as organic, but this is non-GMO, so I buy it at Shaw's, which is also known as Star or Albertson, and it's $9.99. It's $10 for this 8-ounce bottle. Sometimes it's on sale for 10% off, and I like that. Then this is the walnut oil that I buy, also non-GMO, and I like that. It's a little bit stronger than the macadamia nut, but I like it. And these are the Dr. Price electrolytes that I get, and in them, there is 330 milligrams of potassium, 200 milligrams of sodium, and trace minerals. There's a whole bunch of trace minerals, magnesium, and concern, tracet, ferrous fumarate, citric acid, even beef powder as color. Oh, it gives a little pink. So what I do is I take a teaspoon of magnesium powder and a teaspoon of potassium powder and put it in a little Fiesta dish, and then I sprinkle some of this on it to take some of the bitterness out. And that is my morning concoction that I have along with my lemon water, which is the Lakewood organic lemon juice with a half of a real lemon squeezed in it, and then it's a 20-ounce water glass, so it probably ends up being 17 ounces of water. That's what I have in the morning. And my final find, I love this. I mean, I could just read this. This is pasture-raised butter, and it's on sale this week, so it's a little bit cheaper than the Kerrygold. Raised and respected in small herds on American family farms. Lucky ladies with freedom to graze slow-churned, rich and creamy on small batches, open skies, fresh air, grass-fed, and sunshine. And they also have the eggs. It's fun. And so, in keeping with all of this good old stuff, I got the the monthly newsletter from eatthebutter.org. And it's just really a lovely little website that gives you, in case you missed this, sort of updates about what's going on in the government, because the government is very powerful with what we choose to eat, and they're very good at tamping down real food because there's no profit in it for them. We got to add the chemicals, we got to make the people sick, so we have to include pharma. There's just so much fun that we have to have with it. And gosh, we don't want people to be well, because this isn't health care, this is sick care, right? Yeah. So it talks about what is vintage eating. And you go on to eatthebutter.org, and real food, more fat. Vintage eating means looking back to how people used to eat. We can look back 100 years or 10,000 years. Either way, it's vintage. And we look back to diets that kept people healthy, to diets that did not cause epidemics of chronic diseases like, stop me if you've heard this, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and dementia. Eat more fat, which I do. Today I've got 119 grams of it. Thank you very much. Rediscover butter. And remember, you are what the animals ate, because so if you're buying non-organic pasture-raised butter, you could be getting some dubious chemicals. And she says this as she eats feedlot beef sometimes. Rediscover butter. Say hello to eggs. Enjoy cream cheese. Oh, I digress. I made our individual quiches last night. And so 2 eggs go in each. And I've been buying the Pete and Jerry jumbo eggs. So I do my 2 eggs and I put them in a measuring cup, and I kind of, stir them up with a fork and then put it over all the ingredients in the quiche, like you'd make a regular quiche, right? So that was mine over there. I come to Greg's and I use the last 2 eggs in this dozen that I'm using, 2 double yolkers. He was so lucky. I should have taken a picture. Doesn't get better than that in his quiche. Good for him. Good for the eyes. Snack on olives and nuts. Embrace avocados. Bacon, anyone? Yum. This is the easy part. Click through for more ideas about vintage food. Keep it real. Stick to whole foods as much as possible. Avoid food that has been heavily processed in a factory. If it comes in a box, that is not a good sign. If humans haven't been eating it for more than 100 years, it's probably best to skip it. I love this. Yes, even if it's supposedly heart healthy. Yeah, we know how that goes. They're so good at the words that don't trigger inspections and the government, right? So to avoid all fat-free and low-fat products. Avoid refined vegetable oils like corn, soy, cottonseed, and canola oil. No shortening like Crisco either. Instead, enjoy real natural fat and real food. Veggies, meat, it says fruit in moderation. You know the drill. Cut the carbs. Cut back on refined carbs, also known as sugars and starches. Well, we do that here at Keto Under 20, don't we? So anyway, then it says, get our monthly newsletter. Look at that steak or roast. That roast works for me. So that is the deal with Sarah's show and tell for the day, and what I'm eating today. And I did my weekly weigh-in, which I add to my chronometer of food that lasts a whole week, and I was 122.2, and that is about as in the middle of my my window as can be. So here's my chronometer. Today is January 4th. I was adopted in 1951 on January 4th, the day after the big Brinks robbery. I guess it was big for back then. So down here, there's that little button, and I add biometric, which is 122.2. So I add that to my chronometer for the day, And yeah, so I'm having 1,397 calories, and my macros are 44 protein, 14.5 carbs, and 119 grams of fat. And that makes me very happy. So that's the deal from here. It's keto all the way, every day, with some of the little things that just make me happy: the oils, the fats, the lettuces, and the electrolytes. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, under 20, and I'm having lots of veggies, as you can see, and I'm a happy camper. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in again next time, and don't forget to subscribe. And I love to hear from you too, so don't forget to comment. Bye-bye for now.